when you can't make decisions about your own life, but you can still make decisions for the entire country. Case in point here. Dianne Feinstein, 90, cedes power of attorney to daughter, but still serves in Congress. Welcome to Clown World. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Zeducation and welcome to another episode of Clown World, where nothing makes sense and everyone has gone insane. This is okay to a lot of people. You know, she's got a D next to her name, so just let her keep voting for Ds. You know, that's how the game works now. Why do we do these episodes? Well, you guys, I'm trying to bring you to reality. All right? I'm trying to Zeducate you. All right? So on these episodes, it's you cringe, you lose. And if you lose today, you got to try this, recycled shower water beer. I don't know if they make it NA. It doesn't matter. Recycled shower water. That's where we are in the environmental thing too. But, drink the recycled water. That's disgusting. You got to do that if you cringe today, all right? We got to jump into today's show. So if you accept the terms of today's game, head down and like this video. And if you are new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. If you cringe, you lose. Go. Taco Bell was sued for false advertising this week. You know what? We're going to start this episode with a positive note. They should be sued. Look at this. False advertisement. On the left side here, you have what they advertised. Looks delish. What was actually coming out? I support this. This is positive. We want what's in the ad. Okay, Taco Bell. TikTokers share their glow-ups after escaping from conservative households. Yay, he's had a glow-up. Maybe you're into that. I don't know, but yeah. Yikes. Fitch downgrades U.S. debt on debt ceiling drama and January 6th instant reaction. You know, we talk about all this stuff, but one of the most important things right now is our debt problem. It's just going like this. And now it's getting downgraded, so that's not good, obviously. But priorities, guys. Priorities. We don't talk about that stuff.
The economy is booming. Yeah. Inflation is down. The stock market is doing well. People are having an easier time putting bread on the table, etc. He doesn't seem to be getting the credit for that. Only 41% approval. Is it because they think he's old? Because I don't see anything else they can point to with him particularly.
Is the economy doing good? I don't know about you guys. I just paid like $4 a gallon almost for gas and between $6 and $7 for a box of cereal. Not even the family size one. So I don't think things are that good. And inflation is going back up. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's going back up. So, yeah, they can keep saying this, but it isn't true. How is your housing prices? What is your mortgage at? What's your rate if you bought a new house? Your rent, is that going up? You can't keep saying things are good when they're not. But anyways, Clown World, accept it. Just say things that aren't true. You say it often enough and it becomes the truth, right? That's what they do in DC. Weekend lions could be bad for you. Sleeping longer can increase risk of heart attacks, obesity, and strokes, major study finds. All right, this one pisses me right off. And I mean that because for those of you that have kids, especially toddlers, babies, sleeping in isn't a thing. I don't care if it's Saturday, Sunday, a holiday. You're still getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning, okay? If you can sleep in, do it. I don't care what this study says, sleep in, enjoy it. Live your life, man. I miss it so much. I miss sleeping in so much. So whoever wrote this, whoever even decided to do a study on this, shame on you. A Syrian refugee says if he knew his family of 5 would be left in a single hotel room, he would never have come to Toronto. What do you expect, a mansion? Just given to you for free? Come on, man. Oh, this isn't good enough. You know, we're getting help and yeah. Really? That is just kind of sad. Shameful, honestly. Oh, here's a classic one. Covering up your camera could damage your laptop from Apple. Isn't there a video of Mark Zuckerberg or a picture where he has his camera covered up? Like, even the tech billionaires are covering up their cameras. I mean, yeah, I will say, like, people are actually probably trying to spy on him, but do you cover up your camera? And what a weird article to put out there. Don't cover up your camera. Make sure we have access to it if we need it. Women weren't even allowed to have credit cards until 1974. So you know how empowering it is to have mine maxed out? Is that a W though? Empowerment, you know, enjoy the 20 to 30% interest rate on a $10,000 credit card. Amazing. Max it out. That's just so empowering. Yeah, W. That's a W. A civil lawsuit filed Tuesday claims Lizzo pressured dancers to engage with nude performers at a club in Amsterdam and shamed one of them for her weight gain before firing her. Lizzo fat shamed one of her employees. That's a real headline. This is a real thing happening in America. Oh, they just write the articles, the satire. Sadly, the reality, they write themselves. It's amazing. Oh, this, you can't even... The best writers out there can't make this up. It's amazing. My kids stayed home and did virtual school for 2020 and 2021 and went into this year very aware of public health directives on masking. This is what happened when the school photo company advised she could remove her mask for her picture. Speaking of, even the best writers in the world can't, like, not being able to write this gold. Look at this. This is gold. This is a real parent being proud of this. So sad. Oh man, that's so sad. Kid, you're in a freaking room alone getting your picture taken. You can smile. Pretend to be happy at least. I know mommy and daddy don't want you to. I want you to be scared, but so sad.
One day our children's children will read American history. And can you imagine our reading that James Madison or Thomas Jefferson tried to overthrow the government so they could stay in power? That's what we're looking at. We're looking at American history.
Did anyone tell him yet? Like, how about nobody tell him and let him just keep making a fool of himself? That was real. This guy has a national television show. Oh, that's just... The stupid hurts sometimes. I mean, I'm feeling the pain right now because we all have to deal with this. We have to deal with people like this that have TV shows misinforming and misguiding others. It's just stupid is painful for everyone. Hundreds of trees to be felled for Cambridge bus route to tackle climate change. Isn't this the same? Well, was it Ireland? They cut down a bunch of trees to put up windmills. But trees are actually natural, free, carbon-capturing entities. So cutting them down actually... Wait a minute. Greta, can you help these people out here? Come on. I always say this. Like, we are way down the clown world hole here in America. Almost irredeemably, sadly. But the UK, you guys are way gone. DA won't file charges now against pair accused in San Francisco carjacking. Dramatic crash. We're not going to play this clip here because YouTube won't like it, but they stole a car, drove it off of this little cliff here, this little man-made cliff, destroyed it, and now they're not going to be in trouble. It makes sense, yeah. Total sense. Fury grows over unsafe giant X sign atop Twitter building. Again, priorities, man. Elon, terrible guy. I have to say, I'm not too keen on the new X name, but whatever. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. It's his company now. But this was a problem. They were writing articles about it. How dare he's unbelievable. Mid-income Americans say they're on track to thrive financially. Who are they polling here? Who are they polling? Honestly. Especially those of you that have kids, the cost of daycare, then the cost of food to feed those kids, cost of clothes, everything that you need to do to provide for your family is more expensive than it was just a few years ago. So who are they polling? In the comments, are you guys better off? Are you guys ready to thrive financially? Is that where your family's at right now? Because I'm going to just guess that 99% of you are going to say that is completely far from the truth. But hey, again, you got to craft these narratives. You got to get ready for the votes. You got to start corralling people making them think one way to get them to vote for you. We're coming to that season, folks. Get ready for it. This is what $2 million buys in Palo Alto, California. Hey, weren't we just talking about thriving financially? Look at that big bang for your buck there. Oh, amazing. I don't know why anyone would want to live there, but $2 million gets to that mansion there.
Joe Biden should not be impeached. One can strongly disagree with his politics while also recognizing lowering the bar for impeachment of POTUS would be irrevocably damaging to our institutions. This will set the stage for every future POTUS to be dragged through a show of impeachments.
Wasn't that stage already set a couple years ago? You want to, reevaluate that one? I'm sure this person has a show too. I have no idea who this is, but I'm sure they have their own nationally syndicated show. So they do these days. Gas prices hit 8-month highs as oil prices soar, and there's no relief in sight, which means that inflation costs are probably going to go up too. Price of gas goes up. Generally, the price of shipping will also go up, which translates to higher prices at the stores. It's just basic economics. And like I said, I paid $4 a gallon about a week ago, and it's probably going to keep going up. Sadly. Bidenomics, man! Bidenomics, man! Successful drug dealers in San Francisco can make as much as $350,000 a year, per a new report. More than the average senior software engineer at Google. And, as we've seen earlier, they probably won't get charged with a crime if they get caught. They're not, crime is okay now over there. $350K a year. Can you imagine? That's a lot of money. Maybe this is who CNN is polling. I don't know. It could be. Backwards hat, aviators, and relaxation. Joe Biden is pretty cool. Keep telling yourself that, bruh. He's so cool, dude. Privacy no longer a social norm, says Facebook founder. Mark Zuckerberg just spent more than $30 million buying 4 neighboring houses for privacy. Rules for thee, not for me. Security. I think he funded like anti-gun places, but he also spends like $40 million on his own security that have guns. Biden nibbles child's shoulder while leaving Finland. Creepiest moment yet. We had this in his education video, actually. This really happened. This is bizarre. Even more bizarre, I posted a funny video. It was a Biden meme that we had. What your kid should wear if he ever meets Biden. It's like the little spiky suit. Hilarious, right? A lot of the people that were triggered by that they've never even seen these clips. They don't even know where that's coming from. Well, it's coming from the fact that he nibbles kids. There's videos of it. They never seen it. Never saw it. Only weapons can end the Ukraine war. Europe should provide humanitarian aid so the U.S. can provide tanks, F-16s, and artillery shells. That's how... Wait, so the war ends with more war. Interesting. Welcome to Clown World, where literally everyone, Republican, Democrat, Hollywood, they all support the war. All of them. They must own some Lockheed Martin, Raytheon stock. I don't know. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Yellen says Ukraine aid best boost for global economy. Another one. I don't know. Generally, peacetime, better open trade is good for the economy, but I suppose whatever narrative you want to sell.
The Earth just broke the record for the hottest day in 120,000 years. In fact, we broke in on 3 separate days. National climate emergency now.
Fact check from climate.nasa.gov. Pause. NASA.gov. This is a government website from NASA. Fact checking this. It is not possible to have accurately measured the daily temperature dating back 120,000 years, so this tweet should not be represented as fact. NASA climate scientists recognize 1880 as the start of modern climate records. There you go. 120, I don't know where she got that, but if you're a politician, you can say whatever you want. You can. So you can literally make things up. They do it every day. San Francisco stores lock up frozen food to deter shoplifters. Look at that. Locking up the Red Baron pies. That's a shame. So I've seen the crazy stuff, like they're locking up deodorants, which maybe $10 a thing if you're living in an expensive place like that. And even the more spendy stuff, like the beauty, healthcare stuff. But pizzas, frozen pizzas, that's what they're locking up now? That's what criminals are stealing? Very sad. Again, I don't know why you'd ever want to live at this place. 83 Republicans vote against amendments to reinstate pilots fired for refusing the C word. Because you still can't talk about that. There we go. Again, the Uniparty. They're 95% of them are on the same team. We've talked about that many times on this channel. Biden admin cracks down on air conditioners as war on appliances continues. That's a fact check. True. Air conditioners. We got the gas stoves. The pizza, the coal fire pizza places in New York City. They're trying to crack down on those. I think that might be the city, not Biden admin, but still, same thing. Right, you know. Start huffing your own farts. I don't know if you guys knew that one or not. Huff your own farts to prevent the carbon emissions from your butt. That's just, we're almost at that level. Save the planet, put down that hamburger. Researchers examined the diets of 55,500 people and found that vegans are responsible for 75% less in greenhouse gases than meat eaters. I think I just saw an article where some vegan lady died from a lack of nutrition. But anyways, pushing it pretty hard. Pushing it pretty hard here. Eat the steak tonight. Be a rebel, eat the steak. A woman was beaten and robbed in broad daylight in Oakland. Someone filmed the attack on their phone. An assistant dropped a student ID. The robbers are on camera trying to use the stolen credit card. DA declined to file charges due to lack of evidence. On camera, student ID using the credit card. Not enough evidence. No. I regret having a baby. I'd rather watch Netflix. That's not funny. I don't know why. That's shame on me for laughing at that. That's very depressing. How about you delete your Netflix? If this is you, delete your Netflix account, get a flip phone, focus on the baby. Selfish. Percentage of Congress over the age of 70. Look at that. Coming to a That Didn't Age Well episode near you. Yeah. We'll go over some more examples. We got Dianne Feinstein already, Mitch McConnell, Joe Biden. It's pretty bad. Man who spent $20,000 to transform himself into Border Collie steps out for first ever walk in public. And if you don't indulge in this person's fantasy, then you're a bigot. You're a bad person. Let him be the Border Collie. Him, her, she, he, woof, waff, bark, bark. I don't know. It's time to stock up on tissues, bingeable TV options, and COVID-19 tests. Yes, many signs are pointing to a COVID-19 summer surge, although one that's far less intense than what emerged the past few summers. Indian couple sells their baby to buy iPhone 14 for making reels. All right. What in the hell? It's over in India, obviously. Generally pro-social media. Without social media, Zeducation doesn't exist. That being said, there's a line, and you're way past it, folks. That poor kid. Do not let those parents have that baby back. Find a good home for the baby. That is cheese. Temperatures in 2017. Cooler temps in 2022, but in red. No masks anywhere now. They got rid of masks in schools and public, and now, even in hospitals. So now this is how I go shopping for groceries. My HEPA filter pushes good air into the catchment area under my shield. Handy ribbon tie is easily undone by just pulling on the end. Do whatever you want at this point. You are, labeling yourself as a, crazy person. So if you want the public, the people around you to see you as that, that's go right ahead. But again, the best writers can't make it up. In Syria, militias armed by the Pentagon fight those armed by the CIA. I don't know when this was from or when who wrote this, but this is fact check true, and this is where your tax money goes. War, it's good for business, man. You gotta keep the wars going. Everyone knows this. Don't you? Come on, get Zeducated.
Every single time that I wear these earrings, every single time without fail, a man comments and says, "Those are interesting. Wow, that's a unique choice of earring that you're wearing. Wow, those are bold statement earrings that you're wearing." Every single time. And I got it again today. And you know what? I'm gonna wear my loud, interesting, all the things, earrings. Anyway, and I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna enjoy every second of it.
Call them BS. Most guys don't care. But point here, watch out for those landmines, boys. Watch out for those landmines when you're out in the dating world. Eating less meat is like taking 8 million cars off a road, new study suggests. Once again, get yourself a nice ribeye today. Maybe go big, go filet mignon. All right? You know, be a rebel. Would an occasional blackout help solve climate change? There you go, for all you live in cities. Don't play with your kids. Seriously. This is what the hell? This is from the New York Times Magazine. What? I have 3 kids under 10 who don't expect or even want to play with me. It took some practice, but over time, we've all learned we're better off doing our own thing. How depressing. Very depressing. No, you know what you should do? You should finish this video, of course, this education video. You should go play with your kids. You know what? Teach them, be a good parent. Play with your kids. It's good to teach them how to be independent too. I would agree with that. But you should play with your kids. This person doesn't play with their kids at all. What a bad parent. I have to say that, honestly. Generally, I don't like to criticize other parenting, but that's terrible parenting. I want to watch Netflix. Probably the same person. Climate crisis explainer. Why is July so cold while everywhere else on the planet is burning? Professor Luke O'Neill says Ireland is suffering from asymptomatic global warming. Please be fake. Please. And it's been very mild here in Minnesota. Very mild. 70s, low 80s. But yeah, I know it's hot a lot of other places, but not everywhere. You'd think it would be everywhere, but not here. Apparently not in Ireland either. Joe Jonas needed lots of therapy after pooping in his pants on stage. Oh no, dude. Oh, you poor bastard. That's hilarious. Did you know you can keep mosquitoes away without hurting them? Try keeping basil plants nearby. They dislike the smell. How about who cares what mosquitoes think or wants? You know, get some of those mosquito things that suck them in like a vacuum. Use the spray. Apparently, I don't think DEET is good for you, but sometimes you got to use the spray. Smack them if you see them before they bite you. They carry diseases. This is the dumbest tweet I've ever seen in my life. Almost 16 million trees have been chopped down in Scotland to make way for wind farms. See, I knew I was thinking of the right thing. It was in Scotland, not Ireland. 16 million trees. That's a lot of carbon captures right there. If that's the goal, right? So, you know, and there's how much oil goes into the grease for those turbines to make the steel, all these things that go into these turbines. I think Siemens, the company over in Britain, in the UK, they just lost like $2 billion on their wind farms. So clearly it's not about making money. And at some point they'll run out of money. Spanish climate minister flies on private jet to eco conference, gets out of limo 100 yards before venue to ride bike for the cameras. I think there's a video of this too. Again, you got to put on the show. If you don't do that as a politician, you don't get the votes. Having a tank of tropical fish could contribute as much greenhouse gas as driving for thousands of miles. Now you got to get rid of the fish tanks. I do got to say, I don't recommend having one of these just because it's a lot of work. Do whatever you want. I don't care. All you pro-fish people, don't at me. Don't get mad in the comments. Save it for yourself, okay? Save your anger. Internalize it. 10 wars, 0 charges. 0 wars, 78 charges. Yeah, you know, I don't care what you think about Trump, but on the other guys, you'd think there's at least one. Like one charge. You know, maybe drone striking a bunch of kids. Weddings. Maybe there's one there. Arming both sides in Syria. Maybe there's something there. The weapons of mass destruction that we never found. Maybe there's something there. Like, just one thing out of all these wars. Just one charge. Just like one guy did one thing wrong. It just none? Really? The no-bid contracts in Iraq for Halliburton and Dick Cheney, the vice president. Maybe there's one there. I don't know. It's just kind of weird to see the anti-establishment guy getting charged and the other guy's just going free. The establishment. Whatever you think of Trump, it's crazy to think about. That's just what I got to say. What do you think about today's Clown World episode? What do you think about all this insanity, this madness in our world from the so-called leaders pushing these things on our country, on the world? Let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help us get it recommended to others. That's it for today's video. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Zeducation.
For the children.
Idiots.